is Jari from Cafecito and Crochet, and today I am bringing you a tutorial for my Cafecito Breeze top. It is a very beginner-friendly pattern. If you know how to chain, if you know how to double crochet, and I will teach you how to seam up the ends, you can make this top. What you will need for your tops are any weight yarn. I am using Lion Brand's Heartland yarn. It is a premium acrylic. This is a 5-ounce skein. I am going to size up on the hook. It says 6mm. I'm gonna go up to a 6.5. It's a medium weight 4 yarn, and this color is Canyon Lands. You will need your crochet hook, a darning needle to weave in your ends, and some stitch markers to get your size for when you're about to seam up your ends. Okay, let's get started. To get started, you want to place a slip knot on your hook, and you can make your slip knot whichever way you feel more comfortable doing it. You're going to chain an even number of stitches. So to chain, you're gonna wrap your yarn around your fingers, and you're gonna yarn over and pull through 1, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 3, yarn over, pull through 4, yarn over, pull through 5, and so on and so forth until you have the number of chains that you need for your project. I'm going to be chaining up 70. I will come back when I have my chain. Okay, we now have our chain of 70, and we will get started. You are going to count till the 6th chain from your hook. When we get to the 6th chain from our hook, that's where we'll be inserting our double crochet, excuse me. This chain on your hook does not count, so you will count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and into that 6th hook, we're going to place a double crochet. To work a double crochet, you will yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through. You'll now have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And there you have it, your first double crochet. Now, we are going to chain 1, skip 1, and into the next, you're going to do a double crochet again. So we're going to yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull it through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and chain 1. Once again, skip 1, and into the next, a double crochet. So we have yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And you will continue that for the entirety of this chain to the very end. I will place the pattern on the screen. You can pause the video and come back when you're done. Okay, I am back, and I have my first row of mesh stitch. To move on to the next row, we are going to chain 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn your work. And now this chain 4 will class as your double crochet and your chain 1. So we are going to then work a double crochet on top of the double crochet from the previous row. We're not going into the chain space. We're going into the double crochet. Okay? To do that, you're going to yarn over. Make sure you guys can see me. Yep. Yarn over. Insert your hook. Yarn over. Pull through. Yarn over. Pull through. Oh. Give me a second, guys. We need to do this over again. Let me grab some more yarn here. Okay. Let's do this again. So to work your double crochet on top of the previous double crochet, we're gonna yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. There you have your double crochet on top of your other double crochet. So now you're gonna yarn over, pull through, that's your chain 1, right? You're then gonna go into the next double crochet with a double crochet. Double crochet, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and chain 1. And the next one, again, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now we're going to continue that way all the way till you come down to the end of the row. Place your last double crochet into the last double crochet of the row, and I will show you what to do with the turning chain when we come back. And we are back. We have our second row of mesh. Now we have this turning chain left. If you turn the turning chain, the chain towards you, you'll be able to count 1, 2, and 3 into that third chain. You want to try to get both V's, get a V on your hook. You're going to do your double crochet. So you're going to yarn over, insert that hook, ensuring to get that V on your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and we are done. So we're done with the second row. Now you're going to go ahead and chain 4 again. 2, 3, 4. I'll do one more row with you guys. Remember, this chain 4 counts as your double crochet and your chain 1, and into the next hook row, and into the next double crochet you're gonna put a double crochet. Chain 1, once again, double crochet, yarn over, insert your hook to the top of that double crochet from the previous row, yarn over, pull through, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. There you go. And you continue in that way, chaining 1, skipping 1, and inserting the double crochet on top of the double crochet from the previous row, remembering that when you come back to the turning chain, you're gonna insert the double crochet on into the third chain. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, and you'll continue that way until the first panel is the length that you desire it to be. You will then create a second panel. And when you create your second panel, I will come back and show you guys how to seam the sides up, seam the shoulders up, and add a border to your top, and we'll be done. All right, friends, we are back, and I have my 2 panels here with me, 1 and 2. And at this point, you want to grab your stitch markers. I'm going to grab 4. Yep, okay. Put this to the side. And we are going to start measuring for the arm, for the neckline. Now, I know where I want my neckline to be. But you're going to have to try your top on and figure that out. So to do that, you grab the 2 corners of your top, you put in a stitch marker, and I guess you can just estimate on, for yourself, I'm just going to do this like this right here. Put a stitch marker on there, and you're going to repeat the same thing on the opposite side. Okay? Get your stitch marker. Count the same amount of boxes that you did on this side for this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And now you're going to take your shirt. I'm not going to do it because I already know my size, but you're going to take your top and you're going to put it over your head. We just created a neck hole. Okay? Put it over your head and you're going to decide where you want that neck hole to end. If you want it to be off the shoulder, then obviously you're going to do less rows. If you want it to be more on your shoulder, then you do then you do more. Okay? Do that. Come back to me and we will seam up the ends. All right, friends, at this point I have where I want my neckline to go. I'm actually going to cinch this one in a little more. I'm going to keep my stitch marker in here, okay? Two, three, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, okay. You're going to grab your hook and you're going to grab your crochet, your yarn, excuse me. And we're gonna put a slip knot. You can put a slip knot, or I prefer to do it this way. Put a knot on your hook. Sorry guys. Put a knot here in the first mesh stitch, mesh hole, chain space, whatever you call it. I like to leave a little bit of an end so that we can weave it in and just create that. At this point, you can take your stitch marker off. And now we are going to slip stitch into this first corner. You can take your yarn and sorry, I will explain a slip stitch now. You can carry this yarn so that way it's weaved in as we go. And now into each chain space, if I can get this right, we're gonna do a slip stitch. So I'm gonna find my second and the second one here, and you're going to insert your hook. Can you see? Yep, okay. Yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over, and you're gonna pull through that one. Okay? You're gonna move to the next one. Insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull that loop through that loop. And you're gonna continue that down till you reach your stitch marker. You're gonna do the same thing on the other side, and I will meet you back so that we can seam up the armholes. Okay, now that we're here, let me do this. Yeah, I wanted to note that once you reach the last chain space where you do your slip stitch, you're gonna cut your yarn. I've already done that. You're going to yarn over, and you're gonna bring that yarn through the loop that was already on your chain, pull it through, and pull on it to secure. Now my yarn is slippery, so that it's not securing well, but once I weave in that end, it'll be fine. Yep, so I just wanted to note that. Seam up the other side and come back and we'll do the armholes. All right, friends, I have seamed up my neck hole. This is what it should look like. This is the wrong side of the work. We're gonna do the same for the bottom. Now you're going to put this top over your head and measure yourself. So you're gonna do the same thing you did here. You're gonna do here. You can do it two ways. You can estimate it, right? And just put stitch markers, oops, on those last two chain spaces of that first mesh here. And on the other side. And then just like count up. I always start with 5, and then if I need to add more or take away, I do. 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Make sure you have the same amount on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or the same loop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that it matches up, right? Now I want my armholes to be a little bit wider. So mine, I'm probably gonna leave it here. Okay, and then I'm gonna do the same here. 3, 4, 5, and the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Oh. Is that right? Yeah, okay. Okay. I have that done. You're gonna take this piece and you're gonna put it over your head and you're gonna estimate where you want your armholes. The lesser mesh space that you use, the bigger the armhole is gonna be. The more you cinch it up, the smaller the armhole is gonna be. So this is completely made to measure to your body. So go ahead and do that and then come back and I'll show you how to seam up the ends. All right, friends, we're back. So now we're gonna do the same thing we did on the neckline to the armholes. Now I'm going to take my yarn, right, because we clipped it off from the other end. Put that away. Bring this here. See, tie it up. And again, you can do this just by doing a slip stitch into this space and a chain 1, or you can tie it the way I am. I just prefer to tie it. And we're going to start. So you're gonna yarn over, pull through, yarn over again, and pull through for that one, right? I actually have to turn it this way. Okay, now we're gonna insert our hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. So that's your slip stitch. Insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. Insert the hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. Insert your hook, yarn over, pull through the mesh, pull through the loop. And my last one, I can take this off now, right? Okay. Insert your hook, yarn over, pull through the mesh, yarn over, pull through. At this point, I am going to cut off my yarn. And I'm going to yarn over, pull it through the loop that was on my hook, pull it through and tighten to secure. Okay, I want mine to be open. So there goes your armhole. Go ahead and repeat that on the other side and I'll meet you back here and I'll show you how to put the border on the armhole and the bottom. All right, friends, we are back. I wanted my armhole to be a little bigger, so we have that on both sides. Now we're gonna do, it's up to you, 1 or 2 or 3 borders of half double crochet. You can extend this down to a full sleeve. In the mesh, you can continue the mesh if you want. It's totally up to you, totally customizable. I am just, for the purpose of this tutorial, gonna do 1 row, 2 rows of half double crochets around. And this is where we start. Again, you can join your yarn here whichever way you'd like. I am going to do the tie. I'm gonna bring in my hook. I'm just gonna yarn over and start with a single crochet. Right? I'm gonna chain 1. You can put a stitch marker here if you like so that you know when you're back to the first stitch. Okay. And now we're going to go into the mesh spaces with our half double crochets. So you're going to yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, 3 on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3. Okay? Once again, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3. Okay, one more time. Yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3. Okay, and you're going to do that all around your sleeve and come back before you put this last one in. Okay, I'll catch you back on this side. All right, we're back and I have just 1 more mesh space to go into. So I'm going to yarn over, insert my hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3. And now we're going to slip stitch into this chain that we marked off. And I'm just going to insert my hook there, slip stitch, and there we go. Now you can leave it like this, just so that it has a little border. You can continue around and add more rows. If you're going to do that, you're just going to chain 1 and then work into your half double crochets. Okay, all the way around. I'm gonna leave it like this. You're then gonna work the same way on the other armhole. When you're ready to close the armhole off, when you're done with your armhole, you will cut your yarn. Of course it won't cut it. That's interesting. Hello. Blooper. Okay. Oh, let me take out this chain 1 because I'm not doing another row. Okay. And you're going to do the same thing. Yarn over, pull through that loop, yarn over, pull all the yarn. Okay. You go ahead and repeat that. And you see it sort of cinches the shirt up a little bit. Go ahead, repeat that on the other side. And I'll meet you back here to work on the bottom. All right, guys, I have my armholes done. And now we're going to start working on the bottom. So you're going to do the same. You're going to come to this very first stitch, join your yarn, whichever way it is you want to join it. Insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, and yarn over and pull through that first one. Now we're going to do our half double crochets into this mesh stitch. So you're going to yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3. Yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3. Once again, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, 3 loops on your chain, yarn over, pull through all 3. Once again, yarn over, insert the hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3. And you'll continue that all the way around, and I'll meet you back at the end. All right, we've made it back to the beginning, working that last half double crochet into here, and now we're going to work the next a slip stitch into this first mesh here. So you're just going to insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, and that joins it. Chain 1, and then you're going to work into each half double crochet all the way around for a second border of half double crochet stitches. Do all of that, remembering to slip stitch. I'm actually going to mark this one. Remembering to slip stitch into that marked stitch, and I will meet you back at the end. All right, guys, I've made it back to the end. I slip stitched into that marked stitch, and this is what she's beginning to look like. I am going to stop here, but you can continue to add rows, just remembering it balloons out a little bit when you do that. So it gives more of a like cinched feel to it, but it's up to you. On my other tops of this same pattern, this same top, I've done 3. This one is not for me, so I am only going to do 2. Okay, so now we're going to tighten that around there, cut off the yarn. Again, do what we've been doing all the other rounds. Just come up, pull that, and make sure it cinches. I probably should have left a longer tail, but that's fine. And now you can turn your shirt back inside out, or back around, and here you have it. I will weave in all those ends. Here is your finished top. If you want, you can go in around the neck with single crochets. If you want to, you don't have to, but some people like that nice finished edge. But there goes your top. Thank you so much for watching my very first tutorial. If you recreate this top, please tag me on all social medias or any social media, and all of that is going to be detailed in the description box. Links to these materials will also be in that description box. Just know I do earn a small commission off of some of these materials. Yeah, thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit like, comment if you can, subscribe, and save the video. Catch you for the next one. Bye.